When Allwinner first announced their A733 processor, I was really excited. It was advertised for AIoT devices, cheap tablets, and just generally a more cost-effective maker project SBC or SoC that would be later placed on many SBCs, which we've actually gone over in the past, like the Radza QB-A7Z, which still, it needs work, as well as the Orange Pi 03W. Now, I am a fan of the Orange Pi 03W, but there's still some things that are missing. It seems that they've now introduced a new SBC into the market called the Orange Pi 4 Pro, which is also powered by the Allwinner A733, still has DDR5 like the Orange Pi 03W, except we get a lot more ports than just two USB-C and a mini or micro HDMI port. That goes without saying that I'm a huge fan of tiny single board computers, as they're little mini PCs that can not only teach you a lot about Linux, home labbing, and edge AI. It all depends on a use case scenario. The problem with different SBCs like Orange Pi is you're limited to Orange Pi's ecosystem. With Radza, it's damn near the exact same thing, and you're lucky to have a compatible image that's not riddled with different types of driver issues, as that's kind of the trend among Radza SBCs and sometimes Orange Pi SBCs. As a matter of fact, it all comes down to which one has been out longer, and even then you're stuck with an older Linux image, which isn't necessarily a bad thing depending on what project you have in mind. Now, I spent months of testing different SBCs powered by RockChip processors, specifically the 3588, and I actually grew to like it as a mini PC, and yes, there were some growing pains switching to the A733 on the QB-A7Z, and it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, as it was a good example of what could be, but realistically didn't work, until I got my hands on an Orange Pi 03W. Then I started to see the vision of a budget AIoT device in a zero form factor, active cooler. I didn't like the fact that they were SMD GPIO pins, and there were a few things that I wish it had. Now, for smaller projects, I can understand how it could be appealing, but on the Orange Pi 4 Pro, they seem to have pretty much put every single thing that I had wanted on the 03W. Now, because of the memory, the 03Ws are insanely expensive, but if I could, in a perfect world, have the right 03W, I would have it with UHS memory as well as built-in eMMC. I'm booting from an SD card, and the active cooler is really low profile. Being able to fit something like this in your pocket to go is not that bad. Now, on the Orange Pi 4 Pro, we have almost the exact same components as the 03W, just with a lot more I/O. Keep in mind that the 03W isn't really a zero form factor. As a matter of fact, if I put it side by side with the Raspberry Pi Zero, you can tell a few things. One, the 03W is boxy, and the GPIO pins are not through-hole, they're SMD mount, which even then they're not compatible with Raspberry Pi GPIO, but on the Orange Pi 4 Pro, they seem to have fixed that. Now, there are some key differences between the two. For example, both have Wi-Fi 6 and support for Bluetooth 5.4, but on the Orange Pi 4 Pro, we have a Gigabit Ethernet port, which is amazing if you were looking for small home labbing projects or to turn it into a mini router. Now, instead of UHS or built-in eMMC, which I honestly would have preferred, we get something a little bit better, which is a slot for a removable eMMC module. That all of these are compatible with different Orange Pi SBCs like the 5 and I want to say the 5 Ultra, and they've got a bunch of 5 series powered by 3588s. So being able to use this little eMMC module that's connected to these two female headers that connect to the bottom of the Orange Pi 4 Pro is pretty awesome. There is a flasher for this, but a good way to kind of flash the eMMC is to boot from an SD card and then switch the boot to the eMMC module. This video isn't a paid review like all of our other videos. These are my own thoughts based on my own testing and my own opinions. If you want to support our work, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, or you can support us on Patreon. Now, removing the eMMC module, you get two female headers right there for you to basically swap eMMC if you want a 64 gigabyte or a 128, and I want to say they go up to 256, and the price of eMMC and memory in general these days is really expensive. You get a full-sized M.2 NVMe key over here for you to boot from an NVMe if you don't want to boot from the SD card slot at the bottom, a camera connector here, and typically they have two. This one only has one, but if we turn it over, we get a few added features that kind of make it exceptional, kind of like the Orange Pi 5 Pro. We got a wireless module here on the corner with a UFL connector attached to an antenna, 40-pin Raspberry Pi GPIO, which is welcome for simple prototyping projects, but as a mini PC, it fits anything like the Orange Pi 03W, then it probably won't disappoint us too much. If we have a full-size HDMI port here, I don't understand why we don't have full-size HDMI on more SBCs. We're powered through USB-C, got a built-in microphone onto the board, which is a trend among Orange Pi SBCs, which I find kind of welcome as they also include a full-size headphone jack. Unlike the Orange Pi 03W, where you're pretty much limited to 2 USB-C ports, one for power and one where you technically need to designate a hub, you have 1 USB 3 port, 3 USB 2 ports, and 1 Gigabit Ethernet port. If you're familiar with Orange Pi boards, then you know that most of the time you're limited to Orange Pi's ecosystem, which can not always necessarily be a bad thing, but it all depends on the age of the board. And even then, if you wanted stability, you're trading it off for an older Linux image, which seems to kind of be the trend right now with the Orange Pi 4 Pro, as the only compatible images are Debian 12 and Ubuntu, Android, and of course OpenWRT. Now I went to Orange Pi's official website and downloaded their latest Debian image and flashed it onto an SD card, which I then put in the Orange Pi 4 Pro. And I must admit, the desktop experience is exactly like it was on the Orange Pi 03W, which is not necessarily a bad thing, as this to me is just an Orange Pi 03W with a whole lot more I/O. The CPU negotiates with the built-in GPU, and it has a dedicated video processing unit, all coordinated pretty much by the boot firmware before the OS even takes over. Now, keep in mind that the board ships with Debian and Ubuntu images, so heads up, from the time of recording, it's running an older 5.15 kernel. So don't expect like bleeding edge driver support out of the box. Armbian support is probably coming down the line as the A733 continues. And I'm saying that because there seems to have been a few things when it comes to Armbian and Orange Pi recently, and I've been reading up about it, but I'm not that fully informed. Now mind you, on paper, video encoding seems kind of interesting because the onboard VPU handles 8K at 24 frames per second and decodes for H.265, VP9, and I forgot the third one, but on the encoding side, you're looking at 4K at 30 frames per second for H.265, and I believe 264 as well. So that's like real hardware accelerated video processing and not like choking out your CPU. One of the first things I look at when I hold an SBC is, can I turn this into a cyberdeck? As I'm testing different types of SBCs with the growing prices of Raspberry Pis, I would like there to be options, but hardware capabilities and software support are two different battles. And while I am a fan of the Orange Pi 03W, the Orange Pi 4 Pro is very welcome on the fact that we have a lot more I/O, more memory options, and more capabilities to make even cooler projects. Now, unlike the 03W, I didn't put a fan on the Orange Pi 4 Pro, and the thermals really weren't even that bad, but there's a lot of active coolers that could be technically compatible with the Orange Pi 4 Pro, as it kind of stays true to the Pi form factor. There are a few added key differences though, and you might block the microphone that's in the top right corner. Now, if you're interested in snagging an Orange Pi 4 Pro or any Orange Pi, you can find they have an AliExpress store as well as an Amazon store, and you can see the official distributors on orangepi.com. I love you faces. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time.